evening, everybody. It is Tuesday night, my friends, and I am back. We're going to try out a new game that was announced during the Summer Game Fest's shindig of shindigs that I had no idea was a thing until I saw the video for it. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're all healthy and happy and all those things. Thinking about getting things done, and enjoying life along the way. Welcome on in, everybody. So we're going to take a look at Star Trek Outposts Unknown, which looks like an RTS, or at least some sort of strategy game. It actually kind of reminds me a little bit of, I think it was called Star Trek New Worlds, I think was the name of the game. I'll have to dig it up. I have it somewhere around here. I have the CD of it. But that was an RTS from back in the day where you were running with the original crew. Well, not the original crew, but you were in the original era series, which this is also. I mean, this I think is kind of the Pike era, so it would be probably previous to the original series. It looks like just from what I've been seeing. And the idea was that you found I think they found a rift in space or something, a space-time rift, and it opened up a whole other part of the galaxy that there's all kinds of worlds to claim, and it created this whole like land claim where the Klingons and the Romulans and the Federation were all trying to vie for colonies and create colonies and exploit the resources of these brand new worlds, and and that's where all the sort of battles and stuff came in. So I'm kind of curious to see if this ends up being almost the same thing. I mean, it's been long enough. Not too many people knew about that game. It also wasn't very much of a good game either. So I'm wondering if we've got to a point where everything old is new again, and we're starting to revisit things that maybe people had never heard of. So we'll see. We shall see here, friends. So let's go take a look. This is the demo. It's out and available on Steam right now. The release date on this just says 2026. So I don't know. I don't know if it'll go out to early access in 2026, if it'll be a full release this year. No idea. But this is where we are, friends. Thank you for playing Star Trek Outposts Unknown. Our game is still in development, and you may run into bugs, bounds, and performance issues, and unpolished text. Our demo showcases the beginning of your journey aboard the USS Resonant. The full game will have additional buildings, characters, and logistical challenges that only a seasoned Federation captain will overcome. Alright, well, let's do it. New voyage. Well, Captain, it's time for your main voyage on the USS Resonant. I know this is your first flight as captain, but I have every confidence in your ability. Not yet, we got Admiral April. This will be a standard exploration mission into a relatively unknown sector of space. The Exlari? The Exlari, I guess. I don't know. Populate this system. Or the Chilleri, I don't know. And I'm just going to call them the Chilleri. They've gone through the first contact process already. Our relationship with them is looking very promising. They're letting us build outposts in their system in exchange for help analyzing an anomaly they call the Rift. As you can see, it's quite the phenomenon. This feels like we're rehashing the plot of Star Trek New Worlds of that game. I'm wondering if they've accidentally done that here. The rift occupies their sector and can cause intermittent tetryon rifts that act as miniature black holes. They're as dangerous as they sound. Matter is consumed and tetrions are released. It's bad in both directions, and you'll need to exercise caution around them. This is where you and your research outposts can help. The USS Resident is a prototype ship of a brand new class. It's equipped for state-of-the-art outpost construction, particularly for scientific structures. An outpost with these buildings will make huge breakthroughs in managing the tetrion effects. Everything about this journey is a fresh experience, even down to some of the experimental buildings Starfleet has provided plans for. The rest of the voyage is up to you. Okay. You need to pick a crew who can meet the challenge head on, and the right supplies help do the job. Good luck, Captain. I know he said it was a experimental ship, but I'm kind of curious as to why they gave it an NCC number instead of an NX number. But since it's technically is an experimental ship, but yeah, we'll see. Honestly, it looks a little bit like it's not big enough to be an ambassador class, but it's kind of giving me feeling of an ambassador class, like a what would be under an ambassador, a regent class, a regent or something like that, like a skinny ambassador. Team Alpha. Something about this crew feels familiar. They draw on their instincts and unique perspectives to chart the stars. Team Beta. It's the mark of a great team to challenge each other, to grow as a result. This team enjoys a heated debate or two, but that's what helps them turn different opinions into shared strengths. Okay. Basic metal, polymer sealant, sample containment unit, food supplies, 12 hyper sprays, and 12 mechits. So these guys have more stuff. Increase crew members' fog of war clearing range by 3 grid units. Okay. And these have increases the shuttle capacity by 3. Oh. They have less stuff to start with. Huh. They have an additional officer, though, which is interesting. Okay. We got security officer. We got science. Chief engineer is Commander Casa Abdi. Lieutenant Tapra for security. Huh. Vulcan security, huh? Sarash Zelinkinth as the Andorian science officer. Okay. And then we have Teprasaic as the Vulcan medical officer. Ben Rubio at navigation. And Ray Nakamura as the commander, first officer, I guess. Right, and over here we got Max Costa as the first officer, Elias Monroe as the lieutenant, or as the helm officer, T'Pren as the science officer, Luen Takahashi as the medical officer, Lucas Hayes as security. Oh, is this the same chick? Zahana Zolorayev? Syresh, and this is Zahana. And it's like with Zolorayev. Okay, different people, alright. Andorian, chief engineering officer. Alex Marina. I'm noticing Team Beta is mostly human, and Team Alpha is a mix of Andorian and Vulcan and human. And these guys this is like mostly human. That's interesting. I wonder if these are just randomly selected. Okay. I mean, I guess the Fog of War clearing range might be better. I don't know. Let's select them, I guess. I mean, they're kind of giving me a choice of apples or apples, I guess. Um, Dagus is a temperate planet with a rather unique set of biomes. Lush grassland and crystalline deserts exist side by side, and they survive underneath the threat of persistent Tetryon storms. It'll make an excellent place for our initial outpost and should have enough material to support a self-sufficient base. There's no better place to get started. Okay. Area system. Do we have any other? Oh, and then Tetryon Rift. Okay. I guess that's. I guess we can't do another one. I mean, it says there are other things here, right? Zalari Homeworld. Okay. Let's Koru. I can't. Okay, I can't look at those. Oba. It was originally a robust part of their system has been partially consumed by the rift. It's impossible to travel here safely. Why can't I look at this one? Huh. Naral? I can't look at either of those, huh? Rapol is the sun. Star at the center of the Zalari system. It burns brightly and has inspired many of the cultural norms and practices of. So, I guess that's fine. I was going to say, usually you would name the star the same as the system, but I guess that's not necessarily true because the like the Romulan, yeah, the Romulan star was a different name too. So I guess okay, that's fine. This is Class M. Atmosphere humid, organic flora, unknown fauna. All right. Well, let's depart. These crew will be first to land, so select individuals who can work efficiently while the outpost is developing. Other crew will arrive on the outpost once transport has been established. Okay. I guess this is fine. Energize. Click to select a beam down location. All right. Something over there. I guess he's not going to let me select any of that. Huh? Here anywhere? Chromatic Megaflora. Hey, Kefler, welcome on in. How are you doing? Non-organic. I guess we'll beam down here. I don't know what he said, but hopefully it wasn't important. First officer reporting in, Captain. We finally arrived on Dagus, and there's plenty to survey here. Our Zalari liaison officer Helerona will join us shortly. She'll be our guide to the planet and our insight into the Zalari culture. I'm looking forward to meeting her, but I'm also eager to just get started. We've placed probes around the map to find a good spot to set up our base. We could place our own beacons to send crew to find them and then start building. We're detecting and approaching Tetryon storms, so we need to get moving. Oh, I know this isn't quite as important as a Tetryon storm, but I did want to let you know that you can set a catchphrase for your comms. It's a cute touch. And a nice way with the crew to get to know you a little Oh, just a catchphrase. Oh, I see. Let's do it. Over and out. You have your orders acknowledged. Um, let me let me put my glasses on because this text is hard to read. And it's just like some of the text is like blending in with the background. This is getting like the text is getting lighter and lighter as we go and tinier and tinier. Um, finally set up my new monitor that came in a couple weeks ago. Oh, nice, nice. TOS timeline based game. Yeah, this is looks like it's based on um the newest Star Trek Star Trek oh god. Um I keep wanting to say New Worlds. Star Trek um one with Captain Pike and crew. So it's TOS era, but it's prior to the original series. So just prior to like Jim Kirk being in charge of the Enterprise and all that stuff. Um, Star Trek Brave New Worlds, Brave something. I forget the name of it now. I'm so bad. Anyway, let me grab my glasses so I can actually read this stuff. Okay, this is a little bit better. We'll just say acknowledged. I like the sound of that, Captain. Um, Plans are full of potential discoveries beyond your starting area. Explore. Just out of Starfleet Academy, basically. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Um, Set an exploration beacon by clicking on the explore button. Click anywhere on a map, including unexplored areas, to place a beacon. A crew member will walk towards the exploration beacon. Explorers assigned to the ops center will be performing the action. Okay. Crew. Assess how well they can perform certain actions. All right. So explore over there, or don't. Did that actually take effect? Okay. To reveal Starfleet exploration probes. Okay, I got it. So why there? Why there? And where's the third probe at? I think it'll be down here. So I can rotate. There it is. If you have a moment, Captain, let's talk rocks. There's a mineral deposit nearby that would be perfect for our work. Let's begin analysis as soon as possible. Investigate. Um, where's our science officer? Here you go. What's this? Crew morale. Okay. You can hear the scanner going. Research needed. Okay. Okay. This is a great start, Captain. Anything else that's highlighted will need to be researched before we can collect it. For now, let's make good use of these minerals. Metals are a key component in the construction of our outposts. Resource types, basic metals. Used to build mostly outposts, early buildings. Click on individual rocks and then the collect button to direct your crew to collect them. Use the collection tool to select a group of rocks to collect by pressing left mouse button down over them, or click on the individual rocks and then the collect button. Mine metals from metal deposits using a metal recovery unit. Okay. The crew has found a suitable area for our first building, Captain. We can explore more later once we've gotten a stable operations center. It's time to build the operations center. Next step for getting more advanced buildings available for construction. Also creates a shield to protect buildings and crew from Tetrion radiation as long as they're within the shield's boundary. We can still build outside the shield, though. We have plenty of room. Those buildings just won't be protected from Tetrions until we get them some extra shielding. And I'll be thrilled if we could get some coffee in here. That's key to a smooth operation, at least for me. Choose which building to construct in your outpost. Buildings are constructed by your crew using materials they collect in the world. Overview, flat areas. Let's bring resources to construction site, and they must contribute time to constructing buildings. Okay. I'm trying to collect these, but it's like, how do I... It said hold down left mouse button, right? But it's not really... How do you select multiple? Wait, is there Starfleet security support? Metal resources. No. How did it say to do that? It said like hold down left click, but it also said you had to do. No, I was trying shift click. It wasn't. It's not. It's not working. Control click is not working either. Logistics walkway. Operations center. Where's the? Let me pause this for a second. Where's the? Where's the help at again? Up center unlocks camera. Power. Materials. Recon. General crew. Recon. Materials. Metals. Click on individual rocks and hit the collect button to direct your clue. Use the collection tool to select a group of rocks to collect by pressing left mouse button down over them, or click on individual rocks and then the collect button. Use the collection tool. Use the collection tool. It'd be really great if they told me where the collection tool actually is, or showed a picture of it. That would be swell. Is there like a control for it? Harvest is you. So I'm going to assume that harvest does this. Let's do you. No. Um, Also, for some reason, the audio is really low. So what else? What else do we have here? Pause. Explore. Harvest is you. Huh. Maybe it's gone because I'm in placement mode. Maybe. Voyage map. Maybe. Yeah, maybe it's because they are insisting that I place this operations center. Um. I'm gonna put this. I guess I could put it right here for now. Build the operations center. Okay. All right. Let's see. Huh. They gotta be kidding if they think I'm gonna click every single individual rock here. Um, why would you even make it so that you can click individual rocks? Like doesn't even make any sense. Like who's gonna do that? Uh, right click doesn't work. It just moves the thing here. Huh. Clicking. Yeah, I'm trying it. Like to try to drag. Like I'm holding down the left click right now, trying to drag out, and it's not. Unless you do it on the ground. No, that's not working. That's that's weird. Yeah. Um, that's not working either. Use the collection tool. Select the group of rocks. I don't know what the collection tool is. I wonder if somebody on Steam has had this problem already. Um, uh, Minerals. Why is my crew starving to death? The Explore or Collection tool allows you to gather resources and investigate planetary anomalies. So expect the Explore button. But is it the Explore? Because Explore is... Explore just says Explore, right? So I already did that. Like I already set like Explore points up. Collection tool. Am I doing metal collecting wrong? Oh, wait a minute. So they mention, excuse me. They mention a metal recovery unit. I wonder if I can't do that until I have, or maybe the collection tool is something I build. Gold wire. Let's have them build this first. Let's see if maybe it's somehow blocked by that. Like, they're gathering with their phaser. Because I told it to gather that one. So how much do we need? We need 12 basic metal. Seven days of food remain. Okay, construction costs 20. Oh, that's free upgrade. Okay, 4 of 12 here. Okay, and they're creating a resource pile. This has three piles left in it. Is that going to go down to 2 once they finish this one? Or does it give me 3? And that one says 1. Interesting. Okay. I don't know where else they're gathering from. Oh, there's a resource pile over here. Okay. Built the operations center. There it is, our operations center. The shield is active and is ready for upgrades in the future, and it's got a coffee synthesizer. Thank the stars above. Okay. Metal resources. Oh, here it is. Metal collector. Helms officer. There's a lot of crew on the planet that need a ride home, especially if a storm is coming. I don't want to see what happens if we're all overexposed to radioactive material, so let's get that shuttle built. We need to collect metals from the geology that's been researched and then deliver to the shuttle pad. Construction site can't build without supplies after all. Build the shuttle pad. Okay. Harvest and deliver 18 basic metals. Okay. So we got some metal collector here. I guess we can put some storage over here. Oh, now it says, now, yeah, now that I have this, now it says collect. Okay. Yeah, I guess I was jumping the gun there. It's weird to have, like, I think they have the tutorials reversed. Some crew have no bed. Okay. Assign dedicated explorers. Well, I would say navigation, and I would say a security officer would be good there. Increases crew movement speed. Walkway. So I guess here. Okay. Get that moving a little bit faster, hopefully. Shifts. Oh, excuse me. Days are split between day shifts and night shifts. Your crew will spend their days on the planet working and exploring the world. At night, they will go back to the ship to recover and prepare for the next day. The shuttle drops your crew members off from the ship at the start of the day and then picks them back up at the end of the day. Your crew members work on the outpost during the day. Your crew members restore their needs on the ship at night. They recover when they eat, get medical attention, sleep, and even hang out at the lounge. Shells are up and running, Captain. The first one is leaving the ship now. All right, first officer. We do have access to a metal collector, which would let any crew assigned to it gather metal automatically. That would definitely speed collection up. It does require a good amount of basic metal for construction, though. Still collecting by hand is slow, and with Tetragon storms approaching, we don't have the luxury of time. We can always build a metal collector later, too. Should I add this to our task list, Captain? Sure. We can do work when we're ready. The operation center is looking great. It's got a shield to protect against Tetragon storms. It's got a coffee synthesizer. I work best when highly caffeinated after all. We can actually do a bit more with the operation center now. An upgrade will grant access to some of the prototype blueprints we were given. We'll have a lot of new structures to choose from as soon as the upgrade is done, so let's get to work. Explorers, campsite. Crew that don't have a place to sleep and didn't make the shuttle back to the ship will sleep outside around the ops center. Will automatically shield all buildings and crew in the surrounding radius. The shield is a visible blue bubble. The structures or crew outside the boundary will not be protected from Tetragon radiation. Got it. For the shuttle pads, we just need basic metal for the upgrade. Let's look at that started as well. Shuttle pad, I don't have to assign anybody to that. Metal collector we are working on. Okay. Incoming comm. I'm Officer Helarona of the Six Rings. I am pleased to be part of your team. I'm pleased to have you here, Officer. We're well underway with initial construction, as you can see. I am now aware of your progress, yes. I'm not familiar with the culture's linguistic patterns, but is the use of I am a convention? Yes, I am speaking in a traditional way. The subject is identified, and they are referred to in the present, the most important time in our lives. Fascinating approach to linguistics. Would you be open to letting us learn more? They talk in first person. The first person present tense. Like, what's to learn? I think our science officer would be more than a little excited to pick your brain. I'm not going to consent to brain picking, but I am fine with further discussion. I am wondering if the consumption of brains is common practice for your kind. Not for my kind, but maybe for some. I am, in this instance, actually being sarcastic. Okay. You go ahead and be sarcastic, I guess. What's the blue line? I go back to ship at night. Storm is coming. Okay, so the yellow line means a storm is coming, and blue line is just the progress of the day. Okay. The progress of the shift, I guess. Strange anomaly. You can set up a small research building for a long-term study of the anomaly. Do we have that unlocked yet? I'm going to say no to that. Yeah, I am very much getting a Star Trek New Worlds vibe to this. Although New Worlds was not quite this well put together. Outpost level increased. Level 2. Metallurgy lab, solar array, cargo landing pad, organic storage pad, acquisitions platform, biomass synthesizer, security office, biomass collector. Okay. Captain, the crew is reporting the operation center upgrade is finished. Let's check in. Crew is reporting the op center upgrade is finished. It's an impressive base of operations. Oh, I didn't realize that was. Upgrade the ops. I did that. Okay, I did that. We may not be a delivery service. We do have the space to set up a Starfleet requisitions platform. Other pilots can land there to collect much needed material. We get a good review from them, and they get stuff from us. Win-win. Okay. Jesus, why is everything so freaking huge? Starfleet, what the hell? So there's nowhere I can put this that is on the map. Okay, that's great. Let me see. Logistics. Cargo landing pad. At least put that down. Good God, man. Why is everything so freaking expensive? Or so freaking big here. Metallurgy lab. Process metals. Okay, this is frustrating as hell. Small organics storage. Hey, Outlaw, welcome on in. How are you doing? Biomass synthesizer. Okay, so let's get the biomass going so we have food. Potentially. And then small organics storage pod. Can you put that up here? That. Let's get some walkways here. Okay. What do we got going on? Oh, the metal collector's done. Optimized for security crew. Okay.
I hear you, Captain.
Built that. And basic metal organics. All right. So that's being built. Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Lots of stuff. Okay, so that's all selected up there. Good. Just lots of stuff going on. Just trying to keep it all in my brain. Keep it all straight in my brain. Research needed. Can't get any work done at my current assignment. Oh, is that because you've explored all the things? I think that's because they explored all the things. Fine. Send my medical officer to go. The organics. All right, so you're idle. Let's put you over here.
Understood.
Go. And we'll just keep so we'll keep you there. Is there anything else I want them to explore right now? I mean, I guess. Let's put Let's put a thing down there. Let him explore that. Security office. Solar array. Probably should put that down sooner rather than later. Though I'm not quite sure. I mean, it has electrical wire, but then I don't know where that goes. I don't know where the electrical wire goes to. Because the operations center obviously has power. So is the solar array meant to extend the power here? Extend the shield? No. You just want me to build this requisitions platform, but it's like way too big for the area where they've started me out. Can I rotate structures? I don't think they let you rotate things. Not that that is going to help here, but I don't want to put that down with a storm coming. Because they haven't told me yet how to. They haven't told me yet how to extend the bubble, unless it's just doing the upgrade requirements here. I don't know. I mean, I know it's an early demo, but I feel like they're not explaining stuff too well here. Let me see. Just found out something hilarious. Oh yeah, what was that? Um, each key moves the camera to it directly. Power. Your outpost runs on power grids. Every building and system draw energy from the same limited supply. Power up your buildings by connecting them to your power buildings with electrical conduits. Okay. Oh, I see. It's on the HUD there. Right. Crew members eat, heal, sleep. Okay, maintenance overview. Oh, everything's got integrity. Integrity diff too low. Maintenance and repairs. Repairing a failed building will take time. Security. Shifts. Habitation. Computer. Max. I don't know. I don't know. Those classroom punishments for someone's antics and nobody wanted to rat anybody out. Principle of individual responsibility and prohibitions of collective punishment, intimidation, terrorism, pillaging, and reprisals. No protected person may be punished for an offense he or she has not personally committed. Collective penalties and likewise will be measures of intimidation or terrorism as are permitted. Yeah. Pillage is prohibited. reprisals against protected persons and their property are prohibited from the Geneva Conventions. Yeah, yeah. I was very much against the collective punishments that teachers used to dole out. That was the one thing that used to annoy me more than anything else. Um, actually contributed to why I didn't like school. One of the reasons why I didn't really like school. But yeah, it's good to know that we were protected by the Geneva Convention, even though we would have never been able to get that far. On the bridge, our people are under attack. Self-defense authorized. Seems the planet is hostile. Plants are friendly now, but some have engaged hostility since we landed. My team needs an office. Yeah, okay. I got it. They're phasering the angry plant. Alright, who? This one over here is angry as well. Ship. Spray med kit. Food supply. Sick bay, quarters, lounge, storage, trauma ward. Idle. It's our tech tree. Recon boost we already have. Phaser mod, exploration point, research bonus, science directive, increase the placement of security office upgrade. Synthesizer efficiency, yeah, let's get that. Until we got ourselves established. Okay. Got 4,000 hit points. One teacher tried with me and I dropped the class that afternoon. Group punishment because none of us would write each other out. I said no to punishment, forced him to let me drop the class, or I would skip it anyways for the rest of the year. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have that problem in high school so much. It was mostly like elementary school where we were having those issues. Okay. Okay, scout that out. I guess, you can go scout that. So he has something to do. While we're waiting for metals and stuff here. It's being built now. Cargo landing pad. I mean, there's a lot. I think they're trying to do quite a bit here. Okay, 15. Use power produces 0. Okay, so we need the solar arrays to start. Let me prioritize that. Get that going. So we have power and stuff. Nice for navigation crew. Um, so we have that. Hey, Bidoof, welcome. Something about Linux is impractical OS for most people, and 15 minutes I get swarmed by 5 random accounts coming to defend Linux, glaze their Linux on me, and then proceed to call me an idiot for Bill Gates. Why are Linux users so obsessed with Bill Gates? I don't know. I don't know. There's definitely a lot of zealotry around Linux, but you know, I just try to hang out with the least the more open minded ones, I guess. Um, yeah. The guy isn't a good person, but he isn't involved in Microsoft anymore. No, but he was the one that originated the what was it? Extinguish something. There are two other things before that, uh, um, which kind of set Microsoft on the path of like where it is, but at the same time, yeah, I mean, Balmer was probably worse in almost every way, right? Like he was the developers guy, and then as soon as he got developers on board, he abandoned them again. So, you know, there's unfortunately a lot of dipshits when it comes to the big corps, whether it's Microsoft or Oracle or whatever. Snow Queen with the raid. Welcome on in. How was Pokemans? How was the Pokemans tonight? Welcome on, everybody. Welcome. I am trying out a new demo here. I am a big Star Trek nerd, so I have to at least try out the Star Trek games, even if they're not particularly good. I have to at least give them a try. And unfortunately, most of the recent ones have been mobile games, which are just kind of mobile slops. So it's nice to see a PC game for a change here. I'm already interested. There you go. Our dog is named Q, so I feel the fandom. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is definitely a real time strategy. There was a game way back in the day. I believe it was called Star Trek New Worlds. That was a pretty terrible game. That was an RTS. That was like the only RTS that I could think of in the Star Trek realm. This is has a similar theme, but this is more modern, and it's taking it has more layers to it. Like you have to actually like you have your ship and your resources and your crew and all that stuff. Whereas New Worlds, I think, was more geared towards the combat stuff. It was more geared towards like a almost like a more of a StarCraft like thing. This one seems like it's this one seems maybe more like Stellaris a little bit. I mean, kind of, sort of. So it's a little bit more casual so far. We do have there are like angry alien organisms and stuff, but so far we've been doing things. The problem right now is there's like a lot of these buildings are freaking huge, and I don't have room to actually put them down. So um, kind of blocked a little bit there, and I'm trying to figure out how to expand this shield here so when I put a building down out here, it won't. I don't know. This is researching. When I put a building down here, it'll be protected. I need the shield to grow so it'll be protected from storms and stuff. But yeah, Star Trek City Builder. Yeah, similar to Surviving Mars on the surface. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's got some of that in it. Um, yeah, it's a rough spawn. I mean, I put the operations center here, not realizing that all these buildings were going to be so big. So it is kind of on me. I should have probably moved this. Should probably put this like over here or something where there was more space. Although there's a lot of mountainous terrain here, so I don't know how much I could have saved myself from it. But it is what it is. Oh, also, where's my? I need to. They finished the thing here. Where's my power? There you go, electrical wire. Okay. Can I not put? I thought this was underground electrical wire. Underground electrical conduits. So like it won't let me. Oh, I see. I gotta connect it to like one of these connection points. Got it. Okay, that's what it is. It's gotta go onto one of those PowerPoints.
Resupply available.
Okay. Resupply. We got a new crew member, Tapavis, who is in the command yellow. Polyalloy and sample collectors. Let's try polyalloy, I guess. Oh, just they just beam it right there. Okay, I was like, what are they asking me to do here? All right. This is a demo. This is demo. Yeah. This is on Steam. Bring it up here. It's on Steam. It's called Star Trek Outposts Unknown, and you can download the demo. It's free. It's 2026 is what they're saying the release date is. I don't know if it's going to be early access or a full release. But yeah, this was just announced. Like I only became aware of this from the Summer Games Fest videos that just started. So or that just went this weekend. And I saw this and I thought, oh, that'd be interesting to just take a look at and see what it's like. I mean, as a Trekkie, I'm honor bound to try them. I know that there's also one that's going to be a horror game. which I'm not a big horror dude, but if it's Star Trek, I guess I gotta play it. What was the name of that other one? Star Trek, Shadow Frontier. That's what it is. Yeah. So this one is uh, apparently horror. Story-driven action adventure set in the expansive Star Trek universe. Step into the fractured mind of former Lieutenant Ro Laren, voiced by Michelle Forbes. Okay. As she seeks to rescue an old friend by embarking on a harrowing journey of survival and self-discovery. It's being developed by Bloober Team. Bloober Team, they're that's familiar. What have they done? Oh, Cronus New Dawn, The Medium, Layers of Fear, Observer, Blair Witch. So yeah, they do horror games. I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense. So Shadow Frontier is in the TNG era. Well, it's Rolaren, so it has to be TNG era. But I'm thinking, fracture my former Lieutenant Rolaren. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely a TNG era because it's before she returned to Starfleet. So it's got to be sometime before Picard got her out of jail to bring her onto the Enterprise then. Either that or it's alternate universe. I don't know. One or the other. Let me see what it says here. Third-person action adventure set in the expansive Star Trek universe. After crashing onto a distant planet overtaken by a strange consciousness, Ro Laren must survive in an environment that is as breathtaking as it is lethal. Takes so many forms. Yeah, they don't really mention it here. So it could be. I'm going to guess and say that it's probably alternate universe because they're going to probably want it so that she has left Starfleet. I mean, it could be after she joined. It could be after she joined the Maquis as well. It could be that. Could be that way too. Because she was still a lieutenant then when she joined the Maquis, and it's only years later apparently that she went and became a first officer, right? A commander. So I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it. It does. Yeah, Ro actually voices it. Crows is getting a DLC. Yeah, it does sound good for a Star Trek game. It really does. Um, Again, not big on horror stuff, but I can make oh, we're getting the storm here. Captain, it's a Tetryon storm. This is a dangerous situation we haven't experienced, and the bridge crew have some information from the Zalari on what to expect. Obviously, we can't expect anything good. Tetryons are going to irradiate the crew, making them move slower and harming their health. Same for buildings. They'll suffer the effects of the radiation as well. We'll have to make repairs. The shield provided by the Op Center is a strong repellent, but only for the structures and crew within its range. It'll protect those who stay under it, Captain. So to summarize, the storm is bad for our crew and our buildings. It's a recurring storm too. We can monitor it and watch for the next storm on our displays. Okay. Well, hopefully everybody's under the bubble here. So how long does the storm last for? Because I mean, that bar is moving, but it's taking its time here. And we're at 2 times speed too. I can't get any work done at my current assignment. It's not. Apparently, he can't spell either. Um, no assigned workers. Oh, what is this? This is the optimized for engineering crew. Medical science engineering. Here we go.
I can do that.
Our lone Andorian engineer can go and handle that. Oh, we got more hunter routes here. Security's taking care of it. Or Max Costa's taking care of it. He's at 35 health. Yeah, I think he just decided to retreat. He just decided, just like he's done. Retreat. I don't blame him. Nobody is working on the. I guess did we run out of basic metal? Oh yeah, we did. Wow, they ran through all that stuff. Okay. I'm hesitating to have them go collect this because the storm is going on. Let's see if we can. Oh, there you go. Came back. Nope, this is our doctor is fighting the alien now. Okay. Oh yeah, no problem, dog. Yeah, these things have like that has 8,000 health. That's a little bit crazy. That's just generally crazy right there. Yeah, this storm going on. I'm not sure. I so I kind of get it. You know, it's a strategy game. They need some kind of hazard. Um, but I kind of feel like having these Tetron storms. I feel like this is kind of a bad design, right? Because like I basically can't do anything except just sort of sit here and wait it out. I mean, I could send them out to do things, but they're just going to get injured for no benefit. It just seems like it's just I don't know. I don't know. I know they have to have something to kind of create some strife, but this is kind of silly. I feel like right now, especially with how long the storm is taking to clear. Because I'm at maximum speed, and it's just we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs right now. Hmm. All right. All right. Back to that. So mark these as go get them. Um, I guess I'll just for speed here can make a walkway that just goes out there. Alright, so we got biomass. So are they gonna collect? They're gonna say don't have any work because we need to collect things. These aren't scanned yet, so we can't like. I don't know how to scan. I guess I can send you over. Search failed. Find another target. Here we go. Investigate. Sure, you go investigate. I don't know. Whatever.
Yellow alert.
We need a security office too. Biomass synthesizer. Can I put this somewhere? Where the hell? I even put it. I guess I'm gonna have to put it down here. Just outside the bubble. Does this have building inefficiency? Below, fall below recommended proficiency. Well, you want an engineering crew? I gave you a freaking engineering crew. I guess you absolutely need two. These are storage, integrity. Okay. How about this one? Navigation crew. Okay, good. They got rid of those. Oh, another one showed up here. That's... okay. I think that's happening a little too often. I don't have any navigation crew to assign to that. Am I supposed to be doing something with crew? They don't really tutorialize you too well, do they?
Yellow alert.
Tasks. Job, utility crew. Yeah, they don't give you nearly enough people to start here because it's like there's so many things to do. They only give you like 7 people.
Yellow alert.
And everything needs like crew and everything needs crew. But everything needs to be done too. Research failed. Jesus. Research needed. Investigate. Science. Here we go. 100% chance.
Yellow alert.
Someone over there with a 100% chance, I guess. I think they referred to the shuttle crew because they have to leave the area. Some are unscripted events. The passive just wait it out. Micromanage the workforce as well. Yeah. Yeah, I have to micromanage the workforce and all that stuff. And we still got like, still need basic metal, so, and nobody's apparently collecting the basic metal. Oh, it's nighttime, so they're resting in their quarters. I don't know who gave them permission to rest, but it certainly wasn't me. Um, storage, trauma ward, lounge, mess hall there. Okay. 37 days of food remaining. We got we got the chief engineer in sick bay. Hmm.
Yellow alert.
Oh wait, oh, this is this taking damage? Wait a minute. Oh, that's actually damaging my uh that was actually damaging the biomass. Well, I can't get people to like attack this thing though. Like I can say prioritize, but like who's gonna do it? It's this is yeah. Here's Max Costa there, who is fleeing apparently. Um,
Yellow alert.
I know you can't get any work done. Grab a phaser and shoot the damn thing. There we go. Chief Medical Officer is shooting it. So how do I get somebody to repair this? Maintenance overview. Compromise. Okay. Maintenance repairs. Buildings assigned crew will repair their building once it has failed using draining patches. Oh, okay. Oh, it's being repaired right now. Okay. Okay. Finally, someone took care of that thing. Well, that's good. Are you scanning over here? You're scanning. Good. I heard the scanner going off. I was like, somebody's scanning. That's good to see. These guys are collecting. Yeah, they are collecting. Okay. Okay. So did we figure out large flora there? Okay. So we can now collect these. Could extract biomatter from this. Oh, okay, good. So how? So I just say collects. Is it gonna automatically collect? I don't know. I don't know. How much power does this put out? It'll put out 15 kilowatts, it looks like. How much does this need? 15 kilowatts. Great. Okay. I guess I need another solar panel then. Metal security support solar array. One there. And I guess the security office. I don't know. Hey, I could fit it in there. There we go. Fit it in there. Sure. 15 kilowatts of the Star Trek universe. Yeah. Yeah, you would think it would be a lot more than that. The petrol gas generator. All right, dog. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. You have a good night. Let's see. Right there, shooting that stuff up. What else do we have here? Unknown organics.
Got it, Captain. Got it, Captain.
Let's try to scan all those things. Navigation crew. And I gotta wait before I can get more crew. I have to wait for Starfleet resupply, and even that is random what I can get. So I may or may not get crew with that, or the crew I get may not be that useful. Sick bay has run out of hypo sprays. Great. Great. And the problem is, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what I've done wrong. Because things are kind of running out very quickly, and it's not immediately obvious why, like what I would do differently. Other than, I mean, because there's really nowhere around here you can build that isn't a clusterfuck. Huh. What was the premise of this? You crash land here, or we were ordered to establish an outpost here. That's the premise. The premise is that the Llewellyns, or whatever the hell they're called, the Zolari, are newly part of the Federation. Yeah, Zolari space containing the mysterious Tetragon Rift. The Zolari people are newer admittants to the Federation, but have become fast friends. They're willing to let Starfleet set up long-term research outposts at various points in the system. And then it's to, research outposts in order to research the Tetragon Rift. Is the idea. So theoretically these are research outposts, which would be in line with Starfleet, but right now the real problem is that you have all these tasks, but it's nothing is explained very well, and even at like 3 times speed, which I'm now at 3 times speed, like you run out of supplies faster than you can replenish them. And there's no, like, it doesn't feel like there's a way that I could really fix that per se. I mean, I guess I could have prioritized putting the biomass collector down and stuff, but that doesn't unlock immediately. You have to like do stuff to unlock it. So I don't know. And that's optimized for engineering crew, and it really comes down to, do you have the crew for it? Now, granted, I did pick the beta crew instead of the alpha crew, because the beta crew looked like it had more starting resources. So I thought maybe it'd be easier, but apparently it's looking like maybe I made the game harder for myself and I should have took the alpha crew. um, which had lesser starting supplies, but I guess we're just better at things. I don't know. Nothing's really, as I said, nothing's really explained. Which I get it. It's a demo and everything, but like, you really want to put your best foot forward. And when people are struggling just to figure out the basic mechanics of the game, um, they're never going to come back to it when you eventually do release. You know what I mean? So it's like you kind of have to put. And I've said this a lot for a lot of demos. Like I see a lot of demos come by where it's clear they just wanted to get something out there into people's hands, but they didn't think about what that something was, right? They're more interested in getting like features. They're more interested in like, here's all of our features instead of like, here's something that makes sense that can get you hooked. You know, um, you know, you don't necessarily. It's not a. It doesn't have to be like a beta that you're putting out, right? Like it could just be something that it has. Here's the premise and here's the hook. Rather than here's all the things. Here's the entire universe of things that we're trying to do. Um, I think this kind of suffers a little bit from that, where it's okay. Resupply available. Let's see. Crew, I guess is what we're gonna need. High quality meals, be nice, but Andorian navigation. Proceed. Okay, because we need a navigator. Oh, I gotta beam him down. I forgot. I gotta beam him down. Right, so we need a navigator for this. Where the hell did he go? Oh, specialized. Okay, so where's the... Here's navigation. So you go there. Storage functions. Alright, so that's powered up now. 15 kilowatts. Now this should say power produce 15 kilowatts. Okay. So then I do need this other one built. So I need this other solar array built. Let me prioritize that. So we can build this biomass synthesizer. And I guess I should prioritize the biomass synthesizer as well.
Handling it, Captain.
Who's doing what here? What's our morale? Our morale has dropped to 59. 8 low quality food. Poorly rested. Poorly rested. Can't work. Poorly rested. 8 low quality food. Low comfort. Yeah. Can't work. Can't work. What are they? Oh, you're a metal collector. Why can't the metal collector work? There's literally tons of metal over here, dude. Is our storage full? Is that what's going on? No. So why can't you work? What is your major malfunction? We got like a small metal storage there that's completely empty. Yeah, I can kind of feel like the frustration setting in here because I don't know. Like I'm looking at this and I'm going, what would I do differently if I start a new run? And the answer is I don't think there is anything I would do differently. And right now there's a whole lot of just kind of waiting around. I'm trying to get. So we got the tech data 03. Well, don't I have 3 tech data? Am I crazy here that I didn't have the 3 tech data? I think I would have it by now. Research needed. Research needed. So how do I get tech data then? Like I thought doing that research and stuff would have given me tech data. Scout routes. But apparently not.
Yellow alert.
It's scout routes over here. Um Is idle. Assign dedicated explorers. Let's take him off of there. Can I put him onto here? Yeah. There you go. Now you got stuff to do. Our morale went up 1 point. Lurk for the rest of the night. Okay. Lurk away, Keffler. I don't know if I'm going to play this for the rest of the night or not, honestly. Because I'm kind of getting to a point where I'm like, not sure what to do next, and it's kind of getting a little bit ponderous. Let's see. Take tree. So we still have 54 food supplies. So 29 days of food. Build the Starfleet requisitions platform. The only place I can build it is out here, so I guess I'll build it out there. We're going to get... We're going to get a storm very, very soon here. So I don't know how to. That still had prioritize on it. Controls, outpost proficiency, basic metal, organics. I don't know what outpost proficiency 0 of 30 means. Now this is built. Put electrical wire. Just get out of my way. To there. Extend the walkway that way. Metallurgical lab. Go somewhere, I guess. So I'll put it over there. Still inside the shield. Can I build another? I can only build one operation center, huh? So I don't know how you extend the shield, or if that's even possible. Like that's what's not clear to me, because it feels like you should be able to extend the shield at some point, and maybe that's just with upgrades here. Solar array, cargo landing pad, positions, small organics pad. So what's level 3? Research laboratory, basic equipment crafting, recovery unit, sample collector, small research storage, power cell. Fusion reactor uses deuterium reaction to provide power on planet. Okay. I mean, I guess it's more power stuff, but how does it... Shield all buildings. It's repairs. It's overview. So it just seems like you can't extend that, which is really strange. Because that means in like every couple days then you're going to have damage to these other buildings that you just can't avoid, which is kind of crappy. Yeah, so this takes 10 kilowatts. Engineering crew. Oh, this is, oh, okay. This is saying that it is shielded from the storm. It's only partially shielded though, but it's saying it's shielded. Okay. This hasn't been built yet. So that's still counting as shielded from the storm area, so we don't have to. So even if like a small piece of it's inside the shield, it's the whole thing is considered shielded. Organic. Yeah, I don't know why some of them allow me to research and others don't. What is your problem? Oh, yeah, well, because there's a storm going on. I get it. You don't want to leave the shield. I don't blame you for not wanting to leave the shield. Collected data samples. So I have a small research building for long-term study of this anomaly. Okay. How do I do that? I don't have access to anything. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's not really not really winning me over here. It's pretty one note and pretty boring, honestly. I'm playing at 3 times speed and I'm just kind of finding myself just sitting around waiting for things to happen and just generally bored. Um, so I mean, it looks like there's more stuff to explore, which is great. I just, why are you running around outside the shield? Like, what the hell are you doing? I guess he was delivering stuff to this platform. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it kind of sucks. I was hoping there'd be more. I don't know. I was hoping like the game. I was hoping the game would have a more interesting premise, but I also feel like the build a security office. Okay, stuff I've already read. Right. Um, what does this take? This takes 3 kilowatts of power. And this produces 15, so it's already maxed out. It produces 15. How much does this take? 10, so I could theoretically put a wire from here. Oh, there's only so much distance you can go. Oh, screw that. All right. Um. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty boring, honestly. You know, for all the stuff they have there, like with the ship and everything, um, none of it's really interesting. There's a lot of just kind of waiting around for stuff to happen. Um, there's a lot of things that are just out of your control. Having to hunker down and wait. Like it's just weird how much they have you just kind of sitting around just staring at stuff, you know, without any options to do anything. You're just kind of just waiting. And the terrain that it generated was pretty terrible, or just for building. Like I don't know why you would build an outpost right there, because that entire map was just too mountainous to begin with. Um, and yeah, I don't. Obviously, there's a lot of tweaking they have to do. Um, but again, I come back to my point of like, you can't make a second first impression, right? And if your first impression is you're going to be bored out of your mind, then there's no reason for someone to come back later when you've fixed that. Um, you know, it's just kind of is what it is at this point. Um, that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because you know I want a good Star Trek game, and we're getting a lot of mobile slop, and the Voyager game was had a very interesting premise to it, but it was, you know, it kind of hyped up its story, and its story sucked. Because it's like, well, you can make your own decisions. It's like, well, that's not really what I'm looking for in a game. I mean, I'm looking for making my own decisions, but I'm not looking for. I wasn't looking to rehash the story of Voyager, right? That's basically what they're doing. They're like, well, we took the story of Voyager, and then we're making it so you can make your own decisions. It's like, well, that's very, very limiting. You know, if it had been a brand new story that you're taking advantage of, I would have been on board. But rehashing a story I'm already familiar with just a little bit of different flavor text, if you pick A versus picking B, not really my thing. So yeah, it is what it is. Outpost Unknown. Unfortunately, like we need to, unfortunately I feel like they're suffering the Star Trek RTS curse, right? Because the only other RTS that I can think of in the Star Trek universe that isn't a mod of another game like Stellaris or something like that, is you know, also was terrible. And this one, it's just kind of boring. It's just really, really boring so far. I think maybe, you know, as I've said before, when you're putting out a demo, you just kind of have to find your hook. If you're releasing a demo just to like say, here's all the features that are going to be, you know, throwing a bunch of features at the wall and is not a way to hook somebody, right? You got to have some kind of, you know, have some kind of focus so that you can focus their attention and then say like, and by the way, we're going to have these other features, but you know, they're not ready yet, kind of thing, you know. But to just kind of dartboard a whole bunch of things, and then none of them are really all that compelling. It's not going to work out so well. which sucks. I wish that this was a little bit better than it is. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well, friends. That's Star Trek Outposts Unknown. Not really. Not necessarily prepared to play something else because we don't have that much time left. We only have like about half an hour left anyway. But I could drop back into Solarpunk for a little bit, but I'm not going to do that right now. Dusk Fade is something I gotta look at. This one, what is this one? This is a condensed version of the first level for platforming and stuff. Okay, this sounds like it'll be a short demo. But this was in the Future Game Show Summer Showcase. This one, and it looked interesting. It looked like almost like kind of a parkour-esque thing. You know, it's action adventure kind of thing going on. So I want to at least try that at some point. I mean, we've got the Steam Next Fests coming next week. So I don't know if I'll try this week or if I'll wait until next week to try it with a bunch of other things going on. But that's coming out in August. And then this one I never looked at yet. I'm going to look at that off camera. The Brigador Killers. I don't even know if this is... I mean, this looks like something that I would maybe like. But I don't know. It's isometric insurgent simulator, so it depends on how it's implemented, I guess. Whether I would like it or not. So this kind of game like is on the fence for me. So I'd have to. I'll probably play this if I get any chance to do so, which has been not so much. I'll probably play a little bit of this off camera first to see if I jive with it or not. Still have a whole bunch of things to get back to too, like Battlestar Galactica and everything. Terratech Legion I haven't been back to in a while. What is this? Oh, this is the game. So I have to look up the email. So this was a game that was, I got an email saying, hey, look at our game, if you please. And I have to read the email again because I don't remember if there was like a certain time they wanted me to look at it, or if there's like if I should look at it early, because it was kind of like they're like, we're preparing for Steam Next Fest demo days. This is going to be available then. And I couldn't quite figure out if they wanted me to look at it early or not. I mean, it gave me a key a while ago, so I assumed that would be the case, but I don't know if there's a whatchamadoozit, a embargo or something like that. So I'll have to look at it some more. We did play a little bit of this on camera, right? The Rivage. This was, I saw videos of this. Yeah, the raw. No, okay, part of a sale event. Did this fully come out yet? No, August 13th. How could this be part of a Raw Fury June sale if it's not available until August 13th? Anyway. Yeah, PC Gaming Show. It was on that. We played a little bit of this. This is a little puzzle game, which looked pretty interesting. So yeah, I got a couple things to look at. I haven't even started looking for demos yet. because I assume there's probably a bunch of demos already up now. Given given how close we are to the next fest, a lot of devs tend to put their demos up early, to kind of get a jump on it. So I'm going to be starting to look around for some things there. But yeah, I guess I'll just end a little bit early tonight. It's 11. Usually I'd go until like 11:30 or so, but I don't really want to start another game, or even jump into something else because I feel like it's got a good run there. But anyway, that'll be it for me for tonight, my friends. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you again to Snow Queen for the raid. I appreciate it greatly. And thank you to everyone for hanging out and keeping me company and all those things. If you happen to run across this on the YouTubes and you have a like and or subscribe that you can spare, maybe toss my way, that'd be really swell and awesome. It helps out tremendously. And I appreciate it greatly. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you. And hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you, bye.
To a man who has welcome aboard tattooed on his penis.